So in our last class, we had discussed about the concept of array in detail. So today we will go to a very important topic for the interview point of view, for the exam point of view. This topic is very important. So that is Java string. So very important. So what is a string? Then Java supports so many inbuilt classes to represent and manipulate strings. In general, a string is nothing but a sequence of characters. If I will write in general, a string is a sequence of characters identified by double quotes. In general, suppose 9 is a digit, 9 is a string. If that 9 we identify within a double quote, the control will treat as a string value. So in general, but in Java programming, in Java programming, each strings are one objects. Each strings are objects. Why I wrote strings? Maybe you may confuse because string is an inbuilt class. So strings means string value. So when the control read a string value, then immediately a memory will allocate and that value will assign into that memory. So overall, you remember Java control, Java control treat every string value as an object. So we will see Java supports four inbuilt classes, four inbuilt classes which are used, which are used to represent, which are used to represent and manipulate strings. Like one is string class, one is string buffer class, string buffer, another is string builder, another is string tokenizer. So how many classes? Four built-in classes Java is providing: string, string buffer, string builder, and string tokenizer. These four built-in classes that we use to represent and manipulate strings. So we will see one by one. So first we will see string class. So as from the beginning, already little bit we have acquainted with the string class because public static void main method is taking an argument. It is a string type of argument. So here we will know in detail. So string class, from the beginning, there is an interview question from for the fresher and for the experienced holder. So there is an what interview question. The question is, from the beginning, the first point of string class. How many approaches we represent strings using string class? Which approach is better and why? So from the beginning, the first point is we will know how to represent strings, how to represent string value using string class. So there are two approaches. So there are two approaches. So there are two approaches. There are two approaches to represent strings using string class. So mindfully listen, new terminology will come to the picture, and that terminology so is very important for the interview. Suppose now I am writing three statements. Let's string approach one. Approach one. I am writing three statements. String s1 equals to let Java. String s2 equals to a string value let res. String s3 equals to Java. Let we have three statements. So this is the one approach. String is built-in class that already we have known. So class name S1, class name something that is called as reference, or you can say it is a variable. S1 is a string reference. So how the control will treat? That is the very important point. So this is one type of approach. Class name, reference name equals to value. Since it is a string value, we will identify within double quotes. So now how the control will treat. So when the first statement will execute, when the first statement will execute, how the control will treat. To remember, when the concept of string is what coming to our picture, then one memory that we will bring to our mind. So that memory is heap area, heap memory. Heap. So heap is a memory area in JVM or in Java programming. Out of varieties of memory area, heap is one of the memory area. Basically, it contains object data. Since each strings are object, so basically that object data heap area is containing. So if you have string values, then heap area is responsible to contain that object data. So this is my memory. So heap memory area. Heap area. So when the first statement will execute this type of things, this type of approach, class name, reference name equals to value. Remember, very new point. So when the first statement is executing inside the if, particularly in this approach, inside the if, there is a small memory area. There is a tiny memory area that is called as SCP, string constant pool. String constant pool. So this is a small memory area. This is small memory area. Particularly this approach, when the user is presenting, so a small memory area is functioning, is coming to the picture, and this is a small area available present inside the heap. So when the first statement will execute, the control will check, is there any string value, string constant named as Java available or not. So if not available, then simply a memory will allocate and the value Java will assign to that memory, and this memory is referred by a reference, and that reference name is S1. That reference name is S1. So this is the meaning. So when the first statement will execute, in this way, control will treat. So a small memory area named as string constant pool will create, and inside SCP, it is a pool containing string constants. So first the control will check, is there any constant? Is there any value named as Java available in string constant pool or not? If available, then no need to allocate a memory separately. Directly the reference variable S1 will refer to that memory. So here not available. So that's why a memory allocated and the value Java assigned into that memory, and that memory is referred by a reference, that is S1. So address of this memory is the value of S1. When second statement will execute, similarly, string S2 equals to res. In same way, the control will treat. First, the control will check, is there any memory? So is there any constant named as res available in SCP or not? If not available, then similarly one memory will allocate, and the value res will assign to that memory, and this memory referred by a reference variable, that is S2. So that is S2. Your concept is clear. I hope you got the clarity. Give a response.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in this way, the control is understanding. Then when third statement will execute, similarly or in the same way, the control will treat. First, the control will check, is there any string constant named as Java available in string constant pool or not? Yes, there is a constant named as Java available in string constant pool. So if available, then no need to allocate a memory separately. So simply this reference S3, this reference S3 will directly refer to that memory. This. So here, what we are observing, no duplicates are allowed, no duplicates is coming. So if the constant value named as Java available in string constant pool, so the reference variable S3 will directly refer to that memory. So this is the presentation. This is the representation, how the control is understanding, and this is the approach one. In this approach, we represent strings. So since when the control read a string value, memory is allocating and the value is assigning to that memory. So that's why each strings are objects. Clear? Give a response. We will go to the second approach. So you
Yes,
write
yes.
all these things. Okay. So have you written? Give a response.
Yes, sir, written.
Okay. So we will go to second approach. So now approach two. Similarly, I am writing three statements. String S1 equals to new string Java. String S2 equals to new string res. String S3 equals to new string then Java. So this is the another approach. So this is approach where explicitly we have declared an object. New class name, you strictly speaking, you remember. So class name, object name equals to new class name. This is the object declaration syntax. And this is the way where we declare an object explicitly. And you always remember new class name, that is the object declaration. New class name parenthesis, just when the chapter class we will start in detail. So again we will cover in detail. So new class name, that is an object. So what we will observe here? Here, same way, when the first statement will execute, how the control is understanding. So here, just to see, so here one area is heap and one area is inside the heap string constant pool. So when new class, new string is built-in class, mindful listen. So when new class name, new is the memory management operator. String S1 equals to new string. With the help of S1, a memory will allocate at the runtime using new operator once you have used a new operator. So that means explicitly an object will create, one memory will create, and the value Java will assign, and the object name is S1. The object name is S1. The object name is S1. class name object name equals to new class name. But when the control read a string value, because currently in approach one I told new when a control read a string value, each strings are object. New class name that is an object. But when the control read a string value, that is an object, immediately memory will allocate in string constant full and the value assigning to Java. Maybe no reference variable will refer, but when the control read a string value, immediately what the control will do, immediately one memory will allocate and this memory and the value assign in Java assign into that memory. So that means in this statement or in this approach, two object is creating, two object. So how the control that we have to know, that is important. New class name, that is an object, and when a string value read by the control, for that immediately memory will allocate in a string constant value and the value will assign into that memory. So here two objects are creating. One object is creating in heap, one object is creating in string constant pool. I hope you got the clarity. Give a response. Similarly, S2 object here object, S1 is object, S2 is object, and S3 is object. So explicitly, S2 is an object and S3 is an object. So this is race and this is Java, but here, so this is race. So then again Java, the what reference variable will refer to this memory. I hope you got the clarity. Give a response. So in approach to explicitly, S1 is an object, S2 is an object, S3 is an object. New class name, that is an object. But when a Java control, when the Java control read a string value, Java control read string value. So again, memory will allocate and the value will refer to that memory. So then which approach is better? Definitely approach one is better. In approach one memory is allocating, but in approach two memory is allocating. In approach one, there is no duplicacy, but in approach two, there is duplicacy. Java, then rest, then Java. So actually in approach two, so this concept heap, this concept is coming to our picture and this concept is what hiding. So definitely, definitely, definitely approach one is better. New is a memory management operator. String S1, suppose this is S1, string S1, that means S1 is a reference. Then when S1 equals to new string, that means with the help of S1, a memory will allocate. So this is an object. Now S1 is an object. String S1 equals to new, string S1 equals to new string. So S1 is an object of a type string. Your concept is clear. So this is very important. So for a fresher, for an experienced, so how many approaches we represent strings using string class and which approach is better and why? So we studied approach one and approach two. I hope you got the clarity.